Today's horoscope, Aries August 26, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today offers a good opportunity to rein in your desire to look for satisfaction elsewhere. Try aiming to be satisfied with your own body. This could take work in many areas of your life, not just diet and exercise. But acceptance of your own body is a lifelong issue, and you will serve yourself well if you can open up to what you truly feel about it. The day's planetary aspect will help you see the truth beneath the protective shell of denial. You feel the need to go down different paths these days and perhaps even go elsewhere to look for them. But the vibrations will call for you to calm down a bit and be efficient to get tangible results. There's no point in running, just get started in time. Whether it's the weekend or not, today requires attention to your finances, work, and professional responsibilities. Rather than taking a hands-on approach, focus on leveraging the insights provided by the sun and moon into a dynamic situation affecting your income, work, and career. The moon in your income sector, the sun marking his first weekend in your work sector, Venus entering her final period there, and the dwarf planet Ceres in her last full day of retrograde motion in your career sector are all aligned harmoniously. This alignment fosters confidence, insight, and heightened awareness. At the same time that Mercury is spending his first weekend on his own in your romantic sector after the sun left 2 days ago, he is also spending his last in retrograde motion. Mercury is here for another 2 weeks, and until leaving he will work to give your heart a voice and to put heart and mind on the same page. However, these final days are more about giving the past a voice. This is something that your relationships will benefit from when Venus, the planet of love, returns to your relationship sector next week. In the first half of the day, you could find innovative solutions for problems related to home, family, debt, and support, which happens quite intuitively. It's a time to enjoy, accept, and embrace your deeper feelings and desires. Opportunities to grow and improve open up with a more relaxed and creative approach to your life. You are particularly open-minded and ready to entertain even the most unusual of feelings. Forgiveness and self-forgiveness come more readily. However, tensions can emerge as the day advances and a Mars-Saturn square occurs. If you've been pushing in one direction too quickly, you may encounter blocks to your plans. An aggressive or impatient approach to a work project or health program may need adjustments. Consider that delays can allow you to make advantageous refinements and edits so that you can resume your activities better equipped later. Avoid limiting yourself unnecessarily with a pessimistic view of what can and can't be done. Think far less about immediate gratification and instead focus on long-term rewards for best results today. Whenever you hear news of a drama or face someone who wishes to challenge you, you are the first to grab the gasoline and pour it right in front of you. You grab the lighter and smile, knowing that if they proceed, you'll both be burnt on the pyre. However, the entire week ahead is riddled with toxic waste, so if you drop the flame, your whole life and romance could end up consumed as fuel. No one will enjoy the coming week, so practice breath work and damage control. When you smell the gasoline, this time, you should run. Hold yourself accountable. Opportunities to improve your relations at work are possible when Mars in Taurus squares Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. But first, you might need to swallow your pride. Assume responsibility for your communication and active listening skills. You might have some things you could improve upon, which might start with owning what you said or did that may have impacted a working relationship. From there, consider what you can do to better communicate with your coworkers. The square could even allude to devising a better plan to commute to and from work. You could find yourself surrounded by a new social group today. You could find yourself dealing with a new type of client or customer. Or you could be introduced to some new faces at a party. You'll enjoy the challenge of communicating in a new way and getting to know people who have a different style than you. Don't hesitate to express yourself and carve out a niche of your own. Your energy is quite infectious. In private, you finally get around to tackling projects you'd put off for a long time and your family is really pleased. Should you want to make some changes in the house or renovate it, this is an ideal time. Your ideas will be met with approval and others will be pleased to help out. Invite your friends, have a renovation party and spend time with your loved ones. Today, it might seem as if you have a second calling in door-to-door sales. Your persuasive skills have never been sharper. So, who needs convincing of your point of view? Get on the phone. Give way to your feelings, get out and about, socialize and survey the scene. Your open-minded nature makes this as an ideal opportunity to be adventurous, to discover new places and people. Don't allow yourself to be distracted from following your dreams, or you'll only be left feeling frustrated and uncertain. Rest and solitude are going to seem very attractive right now. Visitors who come to your home today might expect a sympathetic ear and perhaps a favor or two, and you won't feel much like giving them what they want. They've had a rough time of it lately, but so have you, and you're probably just going to want to stay home and rest. Nonetheless, give them a little of your time and energy. You might regret it later if you don't. This is a day that will highlight your rigor, dear. Your intelligence will be very concrete today and your faculty for organization at its best. Once more you will know how to realize a perfect accord between your sense of duty and sacrifice. Perhaps you are realizing an action that is useful for the public, safely visiting someone who is sick or helping friends or family. Nothing will stop you from acting and for the good of all. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters Gemini, you might feel a shift in energy that keeps you on your toes. Gemini is a sign known for its quick wit and mental agility, and this lunar influence can leave you buzzing with thoughts and ideas. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed with your mind racing, unable to shut off the stream of thoughts running through your head? That's the kind of energy you might be dealing with tonight. It's like your brain is stuck in overdrive, making it a bit tricky to slow down, relax, and unwind. If you find that you're more alert than usual, try not to stress about it. Instead, embrace this mental clarity as an opportunity. Sometimes, when we're more awake than we'd like to be, it's a sign that there's something our minds need to process. Maybe there's a creative idea bubbling up that needs to be explored, or perhaps you've been avoiding dealing with something that's finally demanding your attention. Use this time to check in with yourself. What's on your mind? What thoughts keep resurfacing? You might be surprised by the clarity that comes when you allow yourself the space to really explore what's buzzing around in your head. But, of course, this heightened mental activity can also make it hard to relax and get the rest you need. If you find yourself tossing and turning, consider trying some relaxation techniques, deep breathing, gentle stretches, or even jotting down your thoughts in a journal to clear your mind. Sometimes, just getting those swirling thoughts down on paper can be enough to quiet the mental chatter and help you drift off to sleep. Now, with all this mental stimulation, there's a little word of caution. Be mindful of your impulses, especially when it comes to spending. It's easy to fall into the trap of making quick purchases when you're feeling restless or overwhelmed. Have you ever found yourself online shopping late at night, only to wonder the next day if you really needed that new gadget or pair of shoes? The energy right now can make those little impulse buys seem more appealing than usual, but try to resist the urge to make any big purchases or financial commitments unless they're absolutely necessary. If you do need to make a financial decision, take a moment to pause and assess it with a clear head. Ask yourself if this is something you really need, or if it's just a temporary comfort you're seeking. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a little something to lift your spirits, but be mindful of the difference between a small indulgence and a bigger commitment that could backfire later. Remember, the energy of Gemini can be fast-paced and sometimes a little scattered, so grounding yourself is key. Have you ever found that when your mind is racing, it helps to take a step back and get a little perspective? Maybe that means reaching out to a friend for a quick chat, or taking a walk to clear your head. Whatever it is, find something that helps you anchor yourself and brings you back to center. And if you're feeling particularly energized tonight, lean into it. Use this time to brainstorm, create, or even just daydream about the possibilities ahead. Sometimes, those late-night bursts of inspiration can lead to some of our best ideas. Just be sure to balance it out with moments of calm and mindfulness to keep from getting too carried away by the buzz of this lunar energy. How do you typically handle those restless nights when your mind won't quiet down? Do you have any go-to strategies for finding balance when your thoughts are racing? Share your experiences. There's always something we can learn from each other's journeys, especially during these times of heightened energy and introspection.